Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so daily chart, and things are getting a little bit interesting. You had, the second of what I would call, it was a green day yesterday, but there was some weakness yesterday. We spent a lot of time fighting over and dealing with the weekly pivot at 25.63.5 that we're trading right over the top of it right now. The key development overnight is that we did a test of the 9-day simple moving average with the 25.60 print. It bounced back as high as 66.25 off of it, but we were slowly drifting back down to potentially retest that area. So as we head into trading today, those 60s have got to convert. They've got to convert if the bears want to do anything deeper, any kind of a move towards a daily middle band down at 25.48. Otherwise, what this is going to be is a few day pullback to the 9-day. We've seen this before, and then we bounce higher and we're printing up and over 25.77 quarter by the end of the week. Which scenario is going to play out? I have no idea. Price will tell us, and so will risk. It's interesting that we talked about this a lot in the Trader Psychology webinar yesterday after the close, which I was really excited about doing, and it's great. We were able to talk about a lot of the stuff. We got some great questions from everybody, so thank you for everybody that came out to that. The recording is out, and if you're interested, check out the recording. We'll be doing another webinar next week, but one of the things we talked about in the webinar was, you can't let your bias or your desire for the market to go down affect what's happening on the tape, affect what's happening with price, or affect what's happening with risk. 25.60 is going to be a thing today. Bottom line. The blue line is going to be a thing today. Whichever side wins that battle is the side that you want to trade with. Even if it's a side that, deep in your mind is not the side that you would like to win. That's not your job. You're not here to root for anybody. You're here to trade. So, 9-day is going to determine the next short-term leg in this market. Bulls, bears. Okay? And today begins the process of figuring that out. The first shot across the bow was the bears' ability to even go down and test it in the overnight. What would the bulls like to do? They'd like to just march on, not look back. The bears want to at least retest, trade below it, get into the 50s, and at least start the conversation that potentially they could pull the market back. They need to avoid this from last week where they went down, did 42.5, and then they just ripped back up over the top of it. Okay, hourly chart. So here's your 77 resistance. There's a potential lower high up at 25.70 quarter yesterday. Just chopping around and battling over the weekly pivot. And it's so much of a battle now that the bears really do need to win it. So, the band of price that's critical is 25.60 to 25.63.5. That encompasses the 9-day and the weekly pivot. Win the battle, win the next short-term move in the market, whether that's down to retest last week's lows or back up to break the all-time highs. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. I will be out with a midday update today. Check out the recording from yesterday. Join us for next week's webinar, and come check us out. We would love to meet you. Take care. Trade them well. See you for the midday update. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.